Hey, I'm John, and today we're back at it again with another League video, this time featuring Karthus, the alt and die bot.
Agony, ecstasy, peace.
Do you find yourself constantly dying? Do you wish to deal a massive amount of damage to the enemy team with a click of a single button? Do you wish to mindlessly enter a teamfight, die, and still provide a meaningful amount of impact? If you said yes to any of the above, then Karthus may be the champion for you. We all know that feeling when you're facing against the enemy Karthus, dodging every single one of his Qs, only for him to ult and kill you right after. That's the type of mental damage we want to inflict onto our enemies, in particular anyone that plays squishy champions, usually the enemy ADC and support. Now, Karthus is one of those champions that can play any of the 5 roles, but for this in particular we'll be jungling. Because 1, laning means you'll actually have to aim and Q, and that's not a part of the game. 2, jungle allows us to power farm and take advantage of Karthus' absurdly fast clear speed. And 3, we want the element of surprise when we ult for the first time. Because I guarantee you when you haven't been seen for the first 15 minutes of the game and all of a sudden ult with an early Leandries, the only thing they're going to be thinking within those 3 seconds is, oh shit, they have a Karthus. Now let's talk a little bit about what Karthus does. His passive Death Defied along with Kog'Maw and Sion activates upon death, allowing you to temporarily cast spells for free at your location for a few seconds. Think of this as a free zoning ability. It's vital that in every teamfight, you go in with your E active, proceed to miss your Q like your life depends on it, only to press R and do more damage than your entire team combined. His Q, Lay Waste, is a small AoE skill shot that does more damage after a small delay. It's got a really low cooldown, and more importantly, it deals twice as much damage if you only manage to hit one target with it, making Karthus deal an absurd amount of damage to objectives. It's also a pretty hard spell to land, and whoever you're trying to land the spell on, you're going to be basically playing the world's worst game of dodgeball. His W, Wall of Pain, ironically inflicts no pain because it doesn't deal any damage. Instead, it casts out a wall at a targeted location, slowing down anybody that passes through, reducing their magic resist. And because of how good the slow is, it allows you to easily catch up and land your Q on somebody. That is, if you can land this ability first. His E, Defile, is a toggled ability where, when it's toggled, you damage everything around you in an AoE in exchange for mana. This ability along with his passive is the reason why late game teamfights, Karthus is such a menace, because even after initially dying, you essentially are this giant wall of damage that they can't do anything about for a few seconds. Lastly, his R, Requiem, allows you with the click of a single button, after 3 seconds of channeling, damage every champion on the map from a small poke to half of their health bar. This is your bread and butter ability. And during the early game, it's vital you pay attention to every lane to tactically assist them in finishing off the enemy. For runes, take Dark Harvest, because with how often our ult's going to be used when the enemy is below 50% HP, getting stacks and making our ult stronger is our biggest priority. It's also vital that we take Ultimate Hunter in giving the enemy more PTSD when we ult, and either Last Stand or Coup de Grace, depending on how suicidal you are in your average team fight. For your mythic, I recommend going Leandries, because in teamfights, you'll be able to apply the passive easily with both your E and your ultimate. But other than that, there really isn't any core AP item that Karthus really needs, but do take notice of Zhonya's Hourglass, because while Zhonya's, your E is still active, allowing you to get a few extra seconds where you'll be dealing a ton of damage to anybody around you. So, with all that out of the way, how do we play Karthus? Well, Karthus has an insanely fast clear speed, and outside of an early game W, his ganking potential is really bad. So what we want to do is power farm the jungle, get level 6 ASAP, and look for any targets to ult on the enemy map. And usually after getting Leandries, it's worth trying to either do Dragon and Rift Herald and force a team fight. Later on, the enemy team are going to be spending a lot of time and resources to kill you in every single team fight, but you'll still be able to dish out a lot of damage thanks to your R, E, and passive. Other than that, go in, press your R, and good luck. Thanks for watching, and until next time.